Hello there and welcome back. It is February now. The city is still very chilly, but slowly and surely the most smallest signs and whispers of spring are beginning to emerge. This week was a beautiful one as I celebrated Imbolc. Imbolc is an old pagan and Celtic traditional festival, also known by the name of St. Bridget's Day, and many modern-day pagans still celebrate this beautiful and meaningful time of year. Imbolc is held on the 1st till the 2nd of February and marks the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and celebrates the first sparks and signs of spring. The word Imbolc means in the belly of the mother and refers very much to the little seedlings of spring beginning to stir in the earth, as well as many animals being on their way to birthing their young, and it's truly a beautiful time of year. This week, I wanted to spend as much time as I could outside, even though it was still very chilly, but just to really experience and witness all the beautiful changes happening in nature this time of year, and to share them all with you. So I ventured to a woody area near my home to explore all the beauty. It always strikes me that even when living in a busy city, there is still always nature around. It is alive and constantly thriving, and is so beautifully in tune with the seasons. And to be a part of it and to connect, all we need to do is just be there and pay attention. As I walk, I can feel and see the signs of spring emerging in front of me. Areas of water which were previously frozen are now awake and flowing with a little warmth from the sun. The trees that looked so bare before are now beginning to release new tiny green leaves and even buds of beautiful shades. This always makes me so excited seeing them, as it truly feels like spring is on the way. Little baby ferns are starting to slowly unravel from their seeds, and everywhere you look, tiny heads of snowdrops are emerging from their slumber and reaching towards the sun. But what strikes me the most are all the sounds of birds. They are incredibly vocal at this time and are waking the world and telling everyone that spring is coming. And even though nature around may still seem a little bare, or like not a lot is happening, deep underground and within each tree trunk, root, leaf and flower, there is so much new life waiting patiently to emerge in its own time. There are many lovely ways in which to traditionally celebrate this coming of spring, For example, bringing some nature into your home, cleaning and cleansing your home, cooking warming foods, and setting intentions for the year ahead. Something I really like to do at this time of year is to make some little treats for the birds and the wildlife, to just help them along in this time and just give them a little more love and nourishment as they prepare to bring their young into this world. I love to make these little apple and seedy treats. They are very easy to make and very inexpensive. All you need to do is first cut a hole into the apples so you can then put all the lovely seed mixture inside. Then take some sticks and put them through the apple and make sure that they are secure, as the birds will sit on these. To make the mixture, simply melt some coconut oil in a pan and then add any seeds you have. I like to add sunflower, pumpkin seeds, and any other seeds I have to hand. Just mix it all together with the leftover apple bits and then put the mixture inside the apples. Then just put all the treats into the fridge for about an hour to let the coconut oil set completely. Now our treats are ready to be enjoyed by the wildlife. And since I don't have a garden at the moment, only a balcony, I'm going to hang these up in nature where the birds and animals can find them. I find nothing more relaxing and de-stressing as simply lighting some candles, making my space warm and cozy, preparing a soothing hot drink, and maybe doing some crafts. Today, on this cold morning, I'm making one of my favorite hot drinks, a turmeric latte. Turmeric is so wonderful for our overall health and has so many benefits as an anti-inflammatory, and it can also protect against cell damage, aid with healing digestive disorders, infections, and also it contains vitamins like A, B, and K and is a wonderful superfood. This drink is really easy to make and is so warming for the body. Something that I really miss this time of year, when it's still so cold and the ground is so bare, is seeing flowers. Spring is my absolute favourite time of year, and I love watching all the flowers blossom. So I'm going to create something to remind myself of the beautiful time that is soon to come. As I've mentioned before on this channel, I have a real hobby for drying flowers and crafting with them. Whether it's for art or teas, oils or salves, my dried flowers always find a place in my home. Today, I'm making some dried flower art and using these transparent frames that I actually found secondhand. Another thing that also brings me joy is being able to reuse and repurpose something that perhaps someone else didn't need and create some beauty out of it. And I love secondhand shops for this purpose. Let me know if you also love shopping secondhand. I find it to be a very rewarding experience. Doing crafts like this and focusing on a peaceful activity brings me a lot of joy and always brings me back into being in the moment, where no other worries or troublesome thoughts can take hold, and just for a while I can be immersed in myself and in total serenity. To celebrate this coming of spring and all things new, I'm going to bake this simple, beautiful bread, and I'm going to put in all my positive intentions and thoughts into this bread, and help my intentions to manifest this year. I really do believe that a lot of magic can come from the simplest acts of love, intention, and positivity. Even though we are already now in February, but during this time of Imbolc and new beginnings and hopes, I like to just take a little bit of time and write in my journal about how I'm feeling currently as the year has begun. Also, any reflections and thoughts on the past year, as well as making some plans on what it is I'd like to aim for this year. This diary is a beautiful piece of art, and I'll link the lovely artist who made this in the description box. Something I learnt last year is that things don't always go the way you want them to. Sometimes they take longer to manifest, and sometimes they can come as a surprise. And that it's not the situation that matters, but it's how we deal with it that's more important, and the lessons we learn. A lot of times, I would try so hard to make something happen, and it wouldn't go the way I planned. Instead, it happened in its own time. And now, I can relate this back to observing nature. Things in nature all happen in their own time. There is no rush. Things happen when they need to. Flowers and buds come up when it's warm and when they're ready. And so, this year, I'm learning to be a lot more patient with the process. And meanwhile, I will take in every moment of the beauty around me. Thank you so much for watching, and let's talk in the comments below or over on Instagram. And let me know if you also celebrate any of the pagan holidays. I'd love to chat. I hope you have a lovely day or night, and I will see you in the next video.